Alright, so, and I finally figured out I could put this on a coffee table and look at it from all the way the fuck up here. Pretty much, this is a Tarot Illuminati. And it's like, I read it earlier and it made sense, but then having to go back and try to recapture or paraphrase what was said is difficult. And also, it's like a personal reading. So, but basically, it's kind of like, I guess, my headspace. And then there's, I know it looks like a lot of cards, but it's not really. But it's kind of cool because there are doubles of these cards. And then these cards kind of, it tells you which particular angel is going to assist you with that particular problem. And then, Sandalphon with his Think Positive cards. And it's kind of like, and I didn't even notice this at the time. It's like this row here, and then there's this row, there's this row here, and then there's this chunk. So it kind of corresponds. Anyway, hopefully I don't trip and break this. And I'm only doing this because I want to get this off of here. So, and then these Tarot Illuminati cards, they're very busy cards, but they're really cool in that it's like the picture thoroughly describes what is being describes the card. Like you didn't need an explanation or a booklet that came with it. So let's see. This is Princess of Cups and Ten of Cups, Six of Swords, Three of Cups, and then Eight of Wands, Princess of Swords, Ten of Swords, and Ten of Pentacles. And basically, this is like a princess. This is, Page of Cups. I wonder if I can extend it. Oh, look, I can even close up. Duh, Morna. Wow, I am slow. So, Page of Cups, Ten of Cups. All right, first of all, there are tens going on here. And I'm sorry if the phone is jiggly. I don't really want to be doing it. But I'm doing it because I said I would. All right, anyway. So, basically, this is receiving a message or notification, or it's like a love note regarding some kind of future happy home that is currently in transit, or the wheels are already turning. And Princess of Swords, this is an observer, or I want to say spy, or it could be coded messages. So basically, this is like a notification saying that the hard times are almost over. Six of Swords, this is receiving assistance and like support after your Ten of Swords. And also, it's like making it work for you. Like, your Ten of Swords can become now your Ten of Pentacles. Like, that which destroyed you can now pay your bills. So, basically, it's like just receiving some notification that things will turn around. And then I don't know. I'll just go into these little angel cards. And I wrote them all out and shit, but it doesn't matter. The point is it's like, so the page, actually it's really cool. It goes to the Ace of whatever over here. But anyway, so in regards to this Ten of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles, it actually addresses that. And the Eight of Wands, the Ten of Swords. And the Strength card is going to come up again. Page of Wands comes up again. These are repeating, but it's basically saying, like, these are the problems that you're dealing with, and these are the particular people who are going to help you. And They're very specific. But basically, I mean like specific. Like, geez, I have to get like my notes. And then I can't even read my own handwriting whenever I'm like channeling this shit. Let's see. Okay. For instance, like with the Ten of Swords, that particular angel will protect from spiritual attacks as well as like Dark Night of the Soul sadness. And it also helps you to sleep well. And also can give you revelation in dreams. You know what I mean? So yes, you've got a Ten of Swords issue. You're at rock bottom, but Metatron has assigned. Who did he assign on that? Oh God, doesn't matter. He assigned a specific angel for that shit, and basically we'll just focus on the it's like the major arcana. It's the Wheel of Fortune, the Moon card, and then Uriel the Tower. So, let me see. So, there's that. I don't care. I'm going to do a really shitty job doing this, and you're just going to be okay with that. We've got the Hermit card there. I'm so short. We've got Hermit and Nine of Cups. And what I'm hearing is looking within, or just doing what makes you happy. A period of isolation so that you can figure out what makes you happy. A lot of problems that women have is they've been told it's selfish to want to make yourself happy. Oh, you should put everybody else above yourself. And it's like I've been doing that and my life sucks. So it's actually, I mean, shit, if all my shit's gonna fall apart. Well, it gets to that later down here. I'm doing a real bad job with this, but I'm only doing this because I said I would. I don't really want to be doing this. Okay, so going within and doing what makes you happy. I keep forgetting I can, like, lay. This is the worst video ever, but I don't care. And this could also be, like, here's me, and then here's this, mutual energy, and then this is someone else's stuff over here. And then, like, it's kind of cool. So, this mutual energy, apparently 2 people are doing the same introspection and figuring out what actually makes you happy. Like, visualization, So we got Queen of Pentacles, 8 of Cups. Notice there's like 8 over here. 8 shows up a lot. The Moon card and Judgment. So there's that Moon card. And Moon card is, it's been coming up a lot. And to me, that means it goes with the Hermit card. This is someone reflecting and doing self-analysis. Oh my God! What the fuck? Fucker. Asshole. Like, there's no reason that should be that loud. Freak. Alright. Anyway, so some dude is leaving behind a Queen of Pentacles. Now, this can be a specific person, but it can also be a mindset, like it's an archetype. Like, this is someone who is very focused on material possessions and image. You know, I don't really like Queen of Pentacles, but you know what's kind of weird is, like, have you ever noticed, like, readers, they will, like, favor a particular, like, archetype, like, depending on, you can tell, like, what sign they are, because, like, if they're an earth sign, they're like, oh, here comes Queen of Pentacles, she knows her value, whatever, and then the Queen of Cups is all Miss Sob Story, right? Yeah, anyway, it's funny. So, Queen of Pentacles, this is someone leaving behind for a spiritual quest, or to, they're just unhappy here. And there's a lot of things that they're learning the hard way. This judgment card, this is a completion. Someone has basically decided that they're going to go after what makes them happy. And it might not make as much money, but what's the point of all that money if you're still alone on holidays? I mean, you look fantastic all by yourself in your huge house and your fancy car by yourself. Alright, so here we got Ace of Pentacles and the Strength card, the Death card, and the Tower, Three of Swords, and the Hangman. And then that's where Sandalphon comes in. And I actually had to go look inside the book because I've been I've been paraphrasing this because it's just a pain in the butt. Like, I can't, as I'm reading it, it's easier that way, but I can't hold the camera and do that at the same time because some days, whenever, in the morning, I'll, shuffle some cards and see what happens. And sometimes it's, a repeat of the day before, whatever. But, something, and I thought it was, the mouse, but no. Something all last night, knocked candles over, knocked the protein powder mix off of my fucking top shelf. Fucking, right? Look, there are these little jars over there. And that one, it, wasn't even in there. It was, here. There's no way that it could have done that all by itself. So, I know, and it got so bad, last night, I finally got mad, and I was like, could you just stop? And it stopped. And I even looked around to see if there was mouse shit or something, because what the fuck? I mean, there was, little misses everywhere. I was like, holy shit, damn. So I figured, and they've been bugging me to look at these cards, but it's I like looking at it by myself, but I don't like sharing with people. So anyway, alright, so it goes on. Basically, this is being given physical strength to persevere during a hard transition in your life. That is, overall, it's a good, needed transition, but it's painful. It's depressing, but it's, over time, changing your perspective about the heartache or your broken heart. Because it wasn't really over a dude. He was just a symptom. The symptom was how was I in such a vulnerable position that, I mean, well, and I kept dating the same narcissist over and over again. Anyway, but it was kind of my lack of emotional or family support kept putting me, not cool. Anyway, I know this is the worst reading ever, and I don't care. Because whatever. So, in regards to this, this is someone who's about to receive a respite from the heartbreak, persevering through all the hard time, and sometimes you can't run away from shit. You're just gonna have to sit there and be sad until you're not sad anymore. It does go away. Feelings will not kill you. But yeah, just go through it. And by handling this issue the correct way and getting the insight that you need and closing off these karmic loops. Like I was just talking about, I had some kind of little karmic pattern. And so divine assistance or angelic assistance I feel like I'm sitting here doing nothing, but there's a lot being done, and overall, I'm thinking how to word this. Because this is coming together terribly, but I don't. Alright. So, Sandophon, as above, so below. So, here's Metatron. And then Sandophon is the one who's on Earth and helps with messages. And this is regarding Akashic Records. So, basically, there was a pattern that needed to complete, or here's another thing, is I'm getting that, look, like, I didn't do anything to deserve, like, 12 years of pure shit. I really didn't. I just wasn't getting any support from anybody. Like, I don't know how I had a car. I don't know how I had food. And I always had some baby. It's like, always pregnant with a baby. Like, and as soon as I would even out, I'd get pregnant again. And you know what's fucked up? Antibiotics. They don't tell you that your birth control pills won't work while you're on that antibiotic. That's fucked up. There needs to be a sign on it. Just shit like that. Because, you know, I went to sex ed. I know. But, anyway. So, Sandophon is letting me know about untying the knots. In this period of transition, I'm being given, like, heart healing, and that I need to practice self-love and nurture and keep going within, and just, it says purity and innocence. This is, like, I just keep hearing, quit blaming yourself for shit. Like, honestly, I don't know, like, in a little channel message I wrote, like, earlier, it's like, you've been getting blamed for things that there is no possible way you could even be responsible for. It's like, okay, my mom will hit her knee in the middle of the night, all the way back in her bedroom, and she will blame me for it. Yeah, that makes no sense. Yeah, my family has a thing that they like to do where they find out exactly whose fault it is, and then that's it. Like, oh, we know whose fault it is, and then it just stays either broken or fucked up or whatever. Like, and I've just been letting people, I just accept the blame because I know they're stupid. It's kind of like, you know, whenever a schizophrenic sits there and calls you crazy, you're like, uh-huh. But, you know, this isn't going to work no more. Anyway, so as things are evening out for me, it's also part of the tree of life. Journey on, you know, it's part of the path of life, you know, getting assistance, conquering your fear, which will help you close up these karmic entanglements. And because I am working really hard to release myself from all of them, you get like gifts in return. It's like Hangman. You sacrifice one thing and they give you another thing. So I was willing to hand over control over my life, and because I was not fixing it good. Anyway, this is a mess. Anyway, so this tree of life, in regards to the karma, you know what? These are past life patterns. And this is actually the first time, like, in my entire life where I just sat the fuck down. Like, don't fuck with nobody. Don't call people. Just sit your ass down by yourself and work on your issues. And, you know, guess what? Your family's going to have to help you. Watch my kids. Give me food. Pay my bills. So anyway, so while these karmic knots are untying and I'm facing my fear, there's, okay, this card, the Metatron Rainbow Bridge, it doesn't actually mean what I thought it meant. This is actually addressing the veil. There's a veil that separates the spiritual world from the physical world. And it's not very thick. And some people are able to reach through that veil and receive messages or contact with like ancestors or receiving messages on behalf of other people. And this red card over here, shove that over. This is shamanic healing. All right, so basically this is, it's the healer card, but it's like a specific power or strength they're being given to basically it's, God, I don't know how to describe it. But this is, it also represents like bloodline. So there's like an inherited bloodline thing that apparently, you know, my father's side of the family has. And, you know, Irish people can see dead people. And it was kind of funny. Like, I remember whenever I lived with my granddad, I kept being like, mentioning things about my grandma. I'd be like, hey, granddad, you know, every day at 10 a.m., while I'm on this computer, that radio turns on, and Lawrence Welk's hour comes on every morning at 10 a.m. He was like, really? You don't say. And just things like that. Like, my granddad was kind of weird. He had a way of like, and I do the same thing. I test people with a question just to see what they say, or like to get their thought process. One time he kept asking me about grandma's ring, and it was like a college ring from Memphis State, right? And I thought he was accusing me of stealing the ring, and I'm like, Granddad, I don't know. Finally, like the third day he asked this, I just walked into his bedroom, right on his dresser, right there in the fucking ring dish. Look, Granddad, it's right here. And then I was like, I don't know how I know that, but it's right here. He was like, I'll be darned. And looks at me all creepy. So, yeah. My grandparents were all King and Queen of Swords. The epitome of King and Queen of Swords. So, anyway, this is being gifted from above the strength to persevere and even benefit from struggles. This is also the Akashic Records. Metatron is the record keeper. And, you know, it's kind of like he got sick of watching me get shit on. And I think, like, from what I can remember, it's past life after past life. I continually have to just clean up other people's messes. And then while I'm cleaning up their mess, my life falls apart. And then they dish you for your life falling apart. Like, oh, I'm so sorry. While I was helping you with your life, my life fell by the wayside. What an asshole. So, yeah, apparently they're making my family do stuff. So this is like a inherited ancestral gift of being able to reach over the veil. But I'm having to like conquer like fear or misgivings about it, because it's not that Mormons don't believe in spiritual gifts. It's they come from a time like in the 1830s where spiritualists were a bunch of frauds. So they were like, just to be safe, let's not fuck with that shit. But Mormons are having to update on a lot of shit, and they're having a hard time right now. But there are many positive things about Mormonism, but it's not all of it. So I don't know if any of this was help. I mean, I wrote like all this shit down about it, and then I don't know, I cleaned up my entire closet. I did my laundry. I did everything so that I didn't have to like make a video, because I hate paraphrasing it. But basically, yeah. Basically, yeah. It's like, here are the daily things. Yeah, this is daily. These are daily struggles, the minor arcana, and then the major arcanas. And then this is some kind of. This is. It feels. Whenever your life feels like it fell apart, but it's actually like it was all shit anyway. So, yeah. Here's a shitty video. The worst.